Alright, welcome back. I'm going to show just some of the stuff, some more of the stuff that we pulled out of that unit, that 15 by 20, the public storage unit. It was $260 that we got all the, just really good stuff out of, really big variety. I'm going to show some of the stuff in this week's auction, but we've been selling stuff for the last couple weeks and there's more stuff in the back. So I'm going to show some of it now, and then I'm actually going to go through just a few boxes just to show you an idea of some more of the stuff we've been finding. But we start down this way. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out of this unit. Literally, okay, everything that I'm going to show you down this side, all this stuff was out of the unit. I'll point out a few things, but everything you see, nice glazed pottery here. I think we've shown that bank, but everything from new underwear to vintage piggy bank, all this stuff was in there. Hot Wheels, everything you're seeing, like the vintage glass pitcher here, that's cool. It's kind of the ruby red. Vintage ashtray, all these little figurines, lots of little collectibles, all this stuff. To the totes up there, Tigger glass, precious moments. They had several precious moments. Zelda here. We got milk glass, these little pewter fairies, lots of fairies. They liked fairies. Brand new toys, odd stuff like the truck driver's cookbook. This little thing here, I think this little thing sold in auction for like $15 for that little bobblehead there. A lot of Tupperware, a lot of vintage Tupperware. But we got a vintage Anheuser-Busch shirt, vintage t-shirt. That's pretty cool. Anime stuff, brand new utensils, lots of dolls, a lot of Madame Alexander dolls and precious moment dolls. That thing right there, that's kind of unique. More precious moment. Okay, let me go back over this way because some of this is other stuff. This is all stuff out of a different unit. But if we come over here, this is all out of that same unit. Everything down this shelf right here. More Madame Alexander stuff. Just little pottery. That's a trinket box right there. That actually opens up. And you're probably not even seeing everything because it's stuff on the top shelf all the way down to here. Interesting books. There's Barney Fife's Guide to Life and Self-Defense, and then the Shirley Temple story. But look, we got McCoy pottery. That's in excellent shape right there. This is whole pottery. All that is whole. Let's keep moving down here. Look, there's little mice. Lots of weird little figurines. See, there's another fairy right there. All this old Tupperware. Little Tupperware like sandwich holders, Tupperware bowls. Then if we keep moving this way, yep, everything down this section is going to be out of there too. Towels, Superman print, all these tools. Oh, this is something cool that I don't think we showed any of the videos. These two vintage Pabst Blue Ribbon signs right here. It's got the mirrored back. And then this one right here. We saw Snoopy. All those tools, all this stuff. It's funny because you got like, like vintage stuff like the old Visionware, and then you got kind of new like farmhouse style decor. And then if we come over here, let's see, yep, everything down these tables here, all the stuff that I'm showing here. We ended up finding a set of 4 of the mushroom canisters with the tops, all there. Keep on going this way. There's another one, vintage Anheuser-Busch shirt, same one but different. Little Disney collectibles, old toys, vintage ashtray, dolls, vintage egg plate, all this stuff. Vintage glass, statues, brass, that butter dish, that's cool. Alright, if we come this way, some of this, yeah, this is all out of that unit. All this, that's a consigner stuff, but it kind of actually looks similar. Let's move down to here. Yep, the rest of this stuff, this is all out of the unit. So I said there's a brand new Fitbit, so new and old and everything in between. Nesting dolls. If we go over here, not that stuff, that was off of a pallet that I got, but all this stuff down in this area. We ended up finding all of those blue mason jars with the lids. Wii games. Tinkerbell mug, Hula Girl mugs, Betty Boop, So all kinds of goodies. That's just a little taste besides the stuff that we had in the last couple of auctions. And then I'm going to go back to the back and I'm going to go through 5 more random boxes. I'm just going to pick 5 boxes from this unit. We're going to go through and see what we find. All right, we're back here in the back. Still got a pile going from this unit. We're going to do 5 boxes. So whatever's in them, we're going to see what's in them, and it's just going to kind of give you just a random view of what, you know, kind of stuff we've been finding in the unit and what we do with it. Okay, this is dig aisle. We've already started, so I'm going to keep adding to this. Once again, this is stuff that starts at $2, and then each day throughout the week we go from $2 to $1 to 50 cents to 25 cents, and then the last day whatever's left is free to try to keep the little stuff moving on. This buggy here, I'm going to put stuff that we're going to put in our auction out. So that's the 2 things that I'm looking for stuff right now is dig aisle, which is, you know, little cheap stuff, stuff that we're going to sell for $2 or less, and auction stuff. And then of course I'll probably have some trash. But I just opened this container here. I see a picture there, so let me try to cover that up and flip it over so we don't show that. What is this? Let's see, let me adjust this camera. Silk flowers. So, oh, okay, it's literally just little flowers. I thought it was some kind of poster or something. We will put this in the dig aisle. I'm going to set these pictures off to the side. I mean, we might still use the frames, or potentially, at this point, we're not taking any of these back. We've already given them some. It's a long story, but as far as returning pictures, everybody thinks you should return everything, which you should when they're asking, but sometimes the people aren't cooperating with the storage facility, and the storage facility doesn't really want the stuff back. Anyway, so that's dig stuff. A couple little signs. Angels, there's been a lot of angels and fairies. This is kind of just a standard made in China, no marking, so we're going to put this on the dig aisle. As you're going to see, a lot of stuff goes on the dig aisle. Stand, okay, we got a ton of these to use in the auction, but this is a little bit bigger one. We're at the point now, smaller ones I pretty much just get rid of, but we could probably use that one because it's a little bit bigger size. All right, Life Platinum Anniversary Collection. A lot of these Life books, I mean, a lot of times people don't really bid them in the auction. I don't know, this one's kind of cool looking though. I'm going to give it a try in the auction, see if we might get some action. Stereo cables, go in the dig aisle. Lots of stuff in this container, and that's how this unit has been. All the boxes and containers have a lot of stuff in them. I think this is silver plated. Little silver plated dish. That's probably going to go in the dig aisle unless I find something else in here. There's a plane here, but I got to get this other stuff off of it. I'm going to unwrap here. Oh, we got a little vase. Little Asian vase. I don't see any markings of any kind on it. We're going to put it in the dig aisle right now. Every now and then though, sometimes I take stuff out of the dig aisle, like when I put it in there, and then I find other stuff that can go with it sometimes. All right, we got a vase here. Looks kind of vintage. Gilmer Potteries, 333 Gilmer, Texas. Okay, this is kind of cool. It's marked. We're going to put this in the auction. I don't know right offhand if that's really worth anything, but most of the pottery, when it's marked, it's kind of vintage like that, I usually try to put it in the auction. All right, this is cool right here. It's a metal plane. It's got the, the face on the front and everything. This would be cool. Yeah, you got a little hook here. It looks like that's supposed to be like a sight, but this would be cool to have hanging from your ceiling or just sitting on a shelf or whatever. This is definitely an auction item. Any kind of collectible odds and ends always go into the auction to see what they go for. Oh, look at this. It's like a miniature Tiffany lamp. It's got a little chip there though, but it's just a statue. It doesn't really do anything. We will put this in the auction buggy just because it's unusual. Miniature stuff, man, it does good in the auction sometimes. We're still digging over here. Here's another angel. Looks like something you'd get like at the dollar store though. So, all right, Frontier Tailblazer, used by old trail drivers to break wild horses and stubborn women. All right, so that's funny. That will be in the auction. We got an American flag. This is a cheap one. It's not, it's like the real kind of flimsy nylon, but flags usually do good in the auction. We'll put it over there. Picture frames, little basic picture frames going over here. Precious Moments plates. We've had a lot of Precious Moment stuff. These little month plates usually aren't worth much. I'm gonna hold on just a second and figure out if I want to put it in the auction or not. All right, that's got like people's names and stuff on it, so usually people don't want to buy nothing like that unless it's like really nice. So I just get rid of that. And looks like more, another fairy. Like I said, we've had a lot of fairies. And I don't know if is it broken or what? The wings are broken. I think they are. The wings are broken off. No, they're not. They have little holes there. I think they can go back on there. I don't know. I'll have to check here in just a minute. Here's another cup. What do we have in here? Just a little Biedermann, made in China. Tiny little candle holder, it looks like. I don't know if we got a lid for this or not. Let's keep looking. What else do we have? We have an ashtray. Oh, it's got all kinds of junk in it. It looks like it has caulk in it. Christmas keepsake. What else do we have here? We've had there's been a lot of ashtrays in this unit. Here's another ashtray. This one's cool. Look at that. It's got a horse and buggy. There's a lot of people on that thing. Irish porcelain, made in Ireland by Wade Company Armage. That's kind of cool. Oh man, it's got a little chip in the corner. I'm still gonna put it in the auction even with that chip though. That's pretty cool. Man, as much stuff as in these containers, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to 5 or not. There's a nice wooden cross. Look at that thing. Lady Remington shaver. All right, let's see if this is in here. And it is. It's a corded shaver. It really doesn't look like it had a lot of use at all. It could very well be new, just old. I mean, it's very good shape. I don't see any, like, there's some dust on it, but I don't see like any hair or anything around it. This is kind of cool right here. This would be a good like movie prop. Somebody was doing a movie taking place, what I'm guessing like 70s this is from, would be my guess. Okay, 1982. It's not quite 70s, but just to have that box sitting on a shelf somewhere. That will be an auction item. All right, we're digging down here in the bottom. Never know what you're gonna find. This unit right here is just one you just never know. There's a little drummer boy, but I mean, he just kind of looks somewhat cheap. We'll go to the dig, another picture frame, confetti balloons, all this little stuff goes up there. It's a nice little dish, little footed dish, vintage. That's a nice one. Even though the clear glass, man, it can be hard to sell sometimes. But here we go. We got an old oil can here. That's cool. That'll be good for the auction. What else are we gonna find in here? Look, we got the vintage little hot plate with the mushrooms. That kind of goes with, it's cast iron with the mushroom towel. Kind of goes with the mushroom canisters that were in this unit. All right, let's keep looking. There is the hook, but it looks like, I don't know if it's broken off of something or what. All right, we have a, okay, this is a sushi plate, and it has all the different types of sushi listed on it. That's kind of cool. We got some coasters. There's a cufflink, just one single cufflink. What else is in here? A baseball and a softball. These things go in the dig off. That will go in the auction. We're almost done with this one. What is this? Custom crafted. What's in this box here? Look at this. It is, I don't really know exactly what this is. Is it just a keychain, I guess? I mean, it hooks. You kind of squeeze it together like, you know, like a bracelet kind of hooks together. I don't know exactly what the point. I mean, I'm assuming it's just a keychain, but I don't know. Maybe it's something more than that. Somebody will tell me in the comments, I guess. There's a jump rope. Whoop. Dig out. We're still digging. Speaking of the digging, I mean, we're digging in this box for sure. It's a little perfume bottle. There's a tiny little pot. Let me try to get everything out of the bottom of this. It's not trash. Okay, trash. Okay, little candlestick. All right, we have a tiny moonshine smoky mount. Okay, that's not really nothing. We got some Tiger Balm lip balm. I don't know, it's all taped up like it's never been used. We'll throw that in the auction. I don't know, give it a try. All right, so that's pretty much it for that. Everything left right there is trash. All right, we're gonna pick this container right here. This one doesn't say anything on it. What do we have? What do we have? We got a Superman or like a Justice League novel. We'll throw it in the auction and give it a try. What else is down here? Dishes. Okay. Legendary Noritake. Okay, so we got some Noritake dishes down in here. What is this? Is that... Oops. Okay, it's from a watch. Zodiac. Some kind of Zodiac watch. Fine watches since 1882. Okay. It's not in there, and I haven't seen it as far as I know. I'll have to ask Ann here in a minute. Okay, you find a lot of these drink mugs with people's, you know, logos and stuff. I think that might just be like a sticker on there. But all kinds of like embroidered stuff, and sometimes that stuff can just be very difficult to sell. Oh, speaking of Ann, she just snuck up behind me. You haven't happened to seen a watch, have you? Zodiac? Mm-mm. Okay, Ann hasn't seen it, so... Oh, and here comes Leah. Everybody's surrounding you back here now. Y'all need something, or? Yeah. What?
I'm just letting you know that I'm leaving. I'm going to go run some errands.
Okay, Leah's going to run errands. Ann, what did you need?
Not a darn thing. I'm finishing up
She says not a darn thing. She's drinking her cherry Coke. Leah's getting out of here. And I'm going to keep going through these boxes here. Bye. Alright, I think this is mostly done in here. I believe it's just this china, this Noritake china. So give me a second here. I'm going to look and see. We'll pull this out, but I think it's all a china set here. Okay, yep. It's all Noritake china. So a whole set or part of it. The only other thing that I saw in there was this little trinket box right here, which trinket boxes always do good. It's a witch. It's got some weight to it for sure. All right, so that one wasn't a whole lot to go through, but it's the china set is a nice set of china. And then a few things we found on the top there. All right, so let's keep going. Let me set this stuff right here off to the side. Let's get us another box right here. Varsity warm-ups. I mean, obviously, some of the stuff written on these things doesn't mean nothing. I don't know where Ann went. She's finishing up her Coke, she said. So, come on. Okay, this thing don't want to open all the way, but all right, we got a like a pie plate here, made in Portugal. What else? It looks like we're gonna have some kitchen servingware in here, maybe. There's like a casserole dish. I have some Pyrex and stuff like that. An Anchor Hawking dish. Another Anchor Hawking casserole dish. There's a good bag for up front. All right, we got some kind of a pitcher here. Let's see. Whoop. Yesteryear's Marshall, Texas. So this is a pottery made in Texas. All things are created by him. And it's signed down there. So that will be an auction item. And then we got the Keurig Hot reusable coffee filter was in there. Let's see. Here's another pitcher. Oh no, this is just a vase. Oh, that's a Longaberger Pottery vase. Another auction item. This unit has been very good as far as finding auction items. It's just full of good auction items. Here's another, it's like a big mixing bowl or whatever. Mixing cup. I don't know, you know, you put this stuff in and then you can pour it out. So that's kind of nice right there. We're gonna keep looking. Here's another Pyrex or Anchor Hawking. That's Anchor Hawking. What is this? Looks like a thing that would hold cassette tapes, but it's in the kitchen stuff, so. Okay, there we go. An electric knife. Nice little electric knife. And stuff just fell down behind there. Whole back of that container just collapsed. Okay. Before all that, well, let's see. What were we doing? We got a Golden Harvest canister. You know, I think we already sold one of these by itself in the auction. That has been one thing. There has been stuff kind of separated all over the place. All right, Schlitz beer. Little collectible type mug. Let's hold on. Let's see if we find any more of those in here. Oh, we got kind of a bluish green cup here. Alright, we're piling up with the kitchen stuff. Well, look what we got here. We got the mushroom mugs. These are cool. Mushroom mug, mushroom mug. Alright, here's 1, 2, 3. 4. We got 4 so far. What else do we have? Just a plain old mug. Dishes down in here, mugs. What is this? It's a, ooh, look at this. It's a Smurf mug. Bless this mess. With the Smurf on it. That's a good auction item. Let's keep looking. Mugs. Oops. Kind of clang that together. Here's another one of these. Bluish green ones. Got a bowl. Alright, we got salt and pepper shakers, kind of the vintage milk glass looking salt and pepper shakers here. Those are good for the auction. Let's keep going, we're almost there. Oop, Lady and the Tramp mug. Once again, good for the auction. What is this? It's just a little flashlight. It almost looked like a, you know, for fishing, like a bobber. It's a little keychain flashlight. All that we got left, here's another mug. Let's see what this is. We've had some interesting mugs. This one is just a bird. And one more thing down in here. We got a bowl, and this is kind of, you know, the amber colored glass, but it's got a chip in it right there, right on the edge, a big old chip. That's pretty much it for this container. Several good auction items, and we got a few dollar things. Let me kind of get this cleaned up, and we'll move on to the next container. We got 2 more containers to do. This will be container number 4. After that, we'll look through one more container. Okay, this one here we looked at the top, but we didn't dig all the way in when we were going through the unit. But these are going to be auction items on the books here. The Hank Aaron book and the Superman book, the die-cast fire trucks and such, they'll be an auction item. The hurricane glass, it's just going to go on the dig aisle. Don't even have anything for it to go to. The records, these are going to be in the auction. They're all, most of them are good records. All right, then we had these Disney cups down here. These will go in the auction, and then we can kind of dig down there and see what else we might not have already seen, if anything. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, binoculars. We saw these too. We dug real good into this box right here. One of the few that we really dug deep into. These are both dirty. That is kind of broken. Got a Barbie for the dig aisle. It's a nice little picture. We're gonna vintage picture. We're gonna throw that on the dig aisle. Teddy bear, dig aisle. Flag. These are just kind of cheap little flag you hang up. Dig aisle. Get the trash out of here. We got some floral pieces here. We'll put this on the dig aisle. Kind of just probably tape all that together in one lot. All right, the alarm clock, dig aisle. Let's see, this is a, what is this? Oh, McDonald's famous hamburgers. Buy 'em by the bag, 15 cents. It's kind of a, I don't think this is an actual one. It's kind of just a, you know, vintage look McDonald's glass, but that's pretty cool there. Great for the auction right there. All right, what do we have wrapped up here? It's a little, I don't know what you would call this thing, but some kind of little cut glass dish right here. I don't know, let's set it off to the side for a minute. Oh, picture. What is this? It's all wrapped up. Oh, it's a Tinkerbell frame, but man, it's broken in several places here. Maybe it could be fixed, I don't know. Where does that go? Okay, I'll look at that. This is probably going to be, unfortunately, trash because it's just broken in several places. That guy's missing his head. Trash. We got the register from for the vent. Throw that on the dig aisle. Oh, well, here's the head. Will it go back in there easily? Looks like maybe it will. It needs to be, okay, that little metal piece in there needs to go through there, so that would need to be, it can be fixed, just take a minute there. Thought it might just slide right back in there. Napkin rings. It's another kind of fancy cut glass piece here. Sometimes I just take a lot of this on the clear glass and I just kind of make a big group of it and put it in the auction. What is this? Ooh, a little crock. USA number 20. That's nice right there. Definitely do good in the auction. So we're getting a good buggy going there for the auction. Also these containers so far. Little glass divided tray. Let me stick that in film right now and see what kind of group I'm gonna make or what I'm gonna do. Almost down to the end. Oh, here's another piece of old glass. It's a you know, kind of the amber color. Little jar with a lid. It's just got a couple like little hair scrunchies. I'll have to try to get those off. But that's nice right there. All this old glass is good for the auction, especially when you get all the different colors. This is where it does really well. There's some knives down the bottom here, several knives. Same thing with the knives. Sometimes I just kind of get a bunch of those together and make a lot and put in the auction. All right, I think that's about it. This is missing. This is a little like one of those old nut choppers, but it's missing the glass jar, at least out of this box. All right, so that's it for this one. A little bit of trash left. We got a lid. So there's another container for the auction. All right, we got one more box to go here that we're gonna look at from this unit. Here's the container right down here. Let's see. Those are my trash containers that I've been throwing in there. That one's too heavy. Let's just try. Okay, let me move these dishes. This is the china. I can't quite reach out there because that stuff's in my way. All right, let's come back over here. I'm gonna get this because it looks like it's about to fall over. Good Lord. Ooh. I was gonna do the one under it, but this thing looked like it was about to fall off, so we'll look at this one. Oh my goodness, what do we have? Is this gonna be all like utensils? We got knives and spoons and everything. It's like a lot of utensils in here. Farmhouse. Okay, let me move some of these utensils out of the way and see if there's anything else. I can look through the utensils closer later on, not on the camera, because that might not be interesting to sit there and look at a bunch of utensils. There's a lot of them here. It's a wooden bowl. Now Keith's here. What you need?
I wanted to say hi to my fans.
Oh, Keith wants to say hey to the fans. You got some big fans out there, Keith?
Yes. Yeah.
So he just wants to say hey. He says hi. Fans say hey back. Keith says hey. Do what now?
What do you think about those? They're not wood. They're like resin or something.
How many is it? Is there what?
There's that bigger one out there with the glass insert on it, and there's this one.
So like a coffee table and an end table, man? Is that what it is?
Yes, like a triangular coffee table. And yeah, I guess it's a coffee table and an end table. They got a few little nicks like that. I was thinking about taking a Sharpie and maybe trying to hit those. I don't know if they might be wood.
Yeah, see if you can squeeze them in somewhere out there. I mean, you don't get a lot for them, but better than sitting out here.
I should be able to get them by those tile tables.
I mean, literally, I would probably just put like, I don't know, I'd put 15 on that one and 10 on that one.
I thought that there were a matching pair of those nightstands right there, and they need knobs, because that one has one knob. I want to go take some off of our pile over there, and Justin was over there taking the knobs off.
Yeah, but I'd put 15 on that one, 10 on that one, just. All right, let's finish this box off here, if we can. Oh, we got there's magnets all over it. We got a little sifter here. See what else we got. Look at this magnet. It's an eagle. Is there anything besides magnets and utensils? There's another little sifter type thing. Here is, it's like more Tupperware. Little Tupperware picture there. We got some handmade little, I guess these are like, either like little pads to put pots on or little oven mitt type things. I don't know, they're kind of cool. I'm going to put them in the auction though. Lots of utensils. Let me kind of make sure I dig all the way down in here. This is a this is a self-service kitchen. But look at this, man, it's just like a bunch of utensils. Here's a Campbell's little plastic cup there. Little rolling pin. But yeah, this is where they just kind of dumped all the little stuff from the kitchen into here. Hang in there. It's a magnet. Magnets and utensils. So when it comes to all this kind of stuff, yeah, we'll put a lot of this stuff out. Senior, we'll kind of make some, you know, utensil lots or knife lots and go from there. And then of course the container will be sold also. But yeah, there's more boxes and containers to go through. I just wanted to give you a little taste there of going through some of the boxes out of this unit. And we found some good stuff. We got a box of nice Noritake china. Everything in here is stuff that can go into the auction. And we kind of got close to filling up this dollar buggy. And then we got all those utensils. They just need to kind of be sorted out onto the table, made in groups for the auction. But that's kind of a little bit of an idea what you get going through anything and everything. You never know what you're gonna find, and you gotta, you know, figure out some way to have a place to put everything, even all the little stuff like this, which, you know, junk to me, but to somebody it would be a treasure. If you can sell all this stuff, you're doing pretty good. But that's it for this video. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Y'all have a good one.